Hello again and welcome to a new. In this video, we're going to talk about phrasal verbs. Objectives. First, learn what a phrasal verb is and how it is formed. Second, understand the phrasal verb in context. We're going to do a reading in this objective. Number 3, complete a chart about phrasal verbs. And number 4, solve some exercises. Phrasal verbs. What is a phrasal verb? A phrasal verb is a verb plus a particle. A particle can be alone, away, back, out, up, and there are more. Let's check some examples. Steve and Anna grew up in the same town. Steve and Anna got along well. So here you can see how we're using the phrasal verb grew up in past and got along. Okay, these two verbs are in past. Here we can see another example, the particles that we can use with get to form different phrasal verbs. For example, get up. What is the meaning of get up? It means to get out of bed or rise to your feet. Get across. It means that you cause to be understood. Get along. Have a friendly relationship. Get away. Have a holiday or escape. Get by. Manage to survive in spite of difficulties. Get down to. Dismount or descend or get serious about a topic. Get in. Go inside a car, a room, home, and also arrive at a place. Get off, it means to leave a bus, train, plane, or a place. Get on, to start doing or continue doing an activity. Get out, to become known when we're talking about news and information. Get over, recover from an illness and overcome a problem. And finally, get through, succeed in finishing a task. You know that get as itself has a different meaning, like I got a promotion. But when we use a particle, you can see that the meaning of the verb changes. So the particle changes the original meaning of the verb. According to the particle that you are using, you can even infer the meaning of the phrasal verb. Be careful. A phrasal verb is not the same as a verb plus preposition. Remember that a phrasal verb is a verb plus a particle, while a verb plus preposition is something totally different. When we have a verb plus preposition, we're talking about verbs that use specific prepositions to talk about an idea. For example, can you ask him for his phone number? Can I borrow some money from your mother? Reading. High school sweetheart. Please notice in this reading that the phrasal verbs have been highlighted using bold. Steve and Anna grew up in a small town called Greenville. In high school, they hung out with the same crowd. They got along very well, and they started going out together. Anna was Steve's first love, and he was her first love too. After they graduated, Anna went away to college, while Steve attended a college nearby. They could get together about once a month, when Anna flew back home to visit her parents. But the long-distance relationship didn't work out, and they decided to break up. A year later, Anna's family moved away from Greenville, and Steve lost touch with her. When Steve was 35, he was ready to settle down with someone, but no one seemed right. He still thought about Anna. Then he heard about a website that helps find old classmates. He signed up immediately. He discovered that Anna was a member. He wrote her an email, and she wrote back right away. It turned out that Anna was still single and was looking for him too. They made plans to meet at a restaurant in her city. When they saw each other, all the old memories came back and they started going out again. Within a few months, they were married, and they are now living happily ever after. Sometimes your first love turns out to be the best. So here we can use the context of these sentences and paragraphs to understand the meaning of these phrasal verbs. So, Steve and Anna grew up in a small town called Greenville. You know that grow up, but in this case in past, it means crecer. Crecer juntos. They hang out with the same crowd. So, hang out, it means to pasar tiempo con los amigos o personas de la misma edad. They got along very well. Ellos se llevaban bien. And they started going out, es decir, salían en citas. Anna went away to college while Steve attended a college nearby. Went away, it means moverse, pero a otro lugar, muy lejos. Puede ser otra ciudad, u provincia o país. When Anna flew back home to visit her parents, es decir, regresaba, pero volando. The long-distance relationship didn't work out. Yeah, I know that you have heard this phrasal verb work out when you go to the gym. It says, if you don't work out, you don't feel pain. So work out in this case, it means funcionar. Yeah? En el gimnasio workout, it means ejercitar. So look, although we have workout, it can have different meanings. And they decided to break up. Anna's family moved away from Greenville. It means que se cambiaron de casa. He was ready to settle down. Yeah, settle down. In Spanish, we have an expression that says sentar cabeza, when someone is ready to marry. Yeah, so settle down means that you are ready to marry, that you did all the things that you needed to do or you wanted to do. She wrote back right away. Yeah, in this case, it means contestar. It turned out, remember turn out, significa resultar. Talking about the verb turn, we can have other phrasal verbs like turn up the volume, para subir el volumen, turn down the volume, or the radio, or the TV. And also we can say turn on the light, turn off the light, para prender, y apagar. Came back, all the old memories came back. Yeah, it means regresaron, las memorias o los recuerdos regresaron, and they started going out. We say already going out, it means to salir con alguien en una cita. And finally, your first love turns out to be the best. So, turns out, remember, means resultar. Complete the chart with phrasal verbs from the story. Okay, so let's see what phrasal verbs do you remember. So, with along, we can get along. With away, we can say move away or go away. With back, fly back, ride back, and come back. With down, we have the verb settle down. With up, break up, grow up. And with out, break out, work out, turn out. Finally, complete the opinions with the phrasal verbs in the box. So we have the phrasal verbs break up, get along, go back, go out, move away, settle down, sign up, turn out, work out, and ride back. Number 1, it's more fun to go out with someone you know than to go on a blind date. Remember, blind date significa cita a ciegas. Okay, for the second one, if you don't, well, with your boyfriend's or girlfriend's family, your relationship won't. Okay, so in the first case we have, if you don't get along well with your boyfriend's or girlfriend's family, your relationship won't work out. So before you continue checking the rest of answers, please try to answer these questions or these sentences by yourself. Number 3. It's good to date a lot of different people before you settle down with one person. Number 4. After you break up with someone, you should try and stay friends. You should never go back to someone you've broken up with. Number 6. If you want to meet someone, it's a good idea to sign up for a class. 7. First dates usually turn out to be a disaster. Number 8. Relationships never work out when one person has to move away. So notice in this sentence we're using two phrasal verbs, work out and then move away. And the last one, number 9. When a close friend sends you an email, you should write back immediately. Thank you for your attention.